By former Air Force pilot Wing Commander Patrick Nelson Sopojo to assess how the country has managed the tragic helicopter crash that occurred 8 days ago. Thank you very much, Wing Commander, for your time. Now, broadly speaking, would you say that the nation has handled the aftermath of this incident appropriately?
Well, good evening to your cherished listeners. I'm looking at it from two angles. I think the nation has done its best, but I believe the speculations and unfounded stories, they're too much. I think Ghanaians should be patient and let the authorities do what they should do. Because this aircraft incident is not the first in Ghana Airport. So the procedure to deal with crashes and so forth were initiated. First of all, a pilot takes off. The height will fly, the control tower is notified. And that's the flight level he will maintain until he gets to his destination. This airplane was properly serviced. The ground crew did their test. The flight commander will also do his checks. And no pilot would take up an airplane when he knows there's a defect in it. No pilot will be suicidal to take it and go and crash and die. This is an accident. And it must be treated as an accident. Conspiracy theories and being shot down by Galamsey is all out. No weapon being used by Galamseyers can bring this aircraft down. Now, if the pilot took off from Accra, spoke to control tower who gave him the weather and everything en route, and flew almost getting to the destination. What caused the plane to descend and then crash? This is the biggest question. The plane didn't blast in the air. If it did, the body parts, the aircraft would have been scattered all over the place. So more or less, it flew and hit a tree because it lost height. What caused it to lose height? And that aspect, since both pilots died, we'll have to rely on the black box.
Right.
What will give you all the parameters from start until when the flight ceased. And in aircraft situation, no one can open that black box unless it's sent to the manufacturers. And they are not standard on every airplane.
Right.
They are different types. We don't have the machinery to open it. And it's not like a diary where it's a little suitcase open and you can start reading. They are all encrypted codes in the black box. It's only the manufacturer who can encode and tell us what happened. So I think at this stage, Ghanaians should be patient until we get the black box to give us answers. Because both pilots died, and no one outside the aircraft would have told us what happened.
So in this regard, would you say that it is a step in the right direction and a necessary move, the Defense Ministry seeking international experts to help with investigations?
Yeah, the international help is seeking because the aircraft was not made in Ghana, it was made in China. So the black box, I believe now, is in China. That's the intervention he's talking about. It's not that the Ghana Air Force does not have the capability to investigate the crash. But when it gets to black box, we don't have the expertise. And anyway, we send it back to the manufacturer to decode it for us. That's what he was talking about. Not that we are not capable. This is not the first time we had an aircraft accident with Ghana Air Force. And all of them will handle them ourselves. But because both pilots did, I had colleagues who were trained with me in Italy, flying jet fighters. And they died. We came back within 6 months. We lost about half the crew. All of them were done. But when it comes to a question of trying to decipher a black box, it must go to the manufacturers for them to open. If we take our mind back a few months ago, Air India crash.
Now, People have also raised concerns in delay in assessing the crash site and also the mode in which the remains were transported in sacks. What do you make of this? Could we have used other means instead of how it was done?
I'd wish they could have told us what we could have done. If you're flying at the forest area and you are down, and there's no accessibility to the site, because the Air Force activated search and rescue. That's why they got the 4th Battalion Command to move there. And they are saying when they got even nearer to the site, it took them almost 2 hours to cut through to get there. In this case, if you send another helicopter, it's of no use. It has nowhere to land. You can't parachute soldiers to go down. You can't parachute supplies to go down. Physically, you must go to the site. And the time frame was on our side. And the time it took the ground people to go, that's the thing. I mean, the villagers are not aware of everything falls down, what we should do.
Right.
Okay? Even a car accident, they don't know. They only go down and start taking pieces out of from passengers, you know? So we can't forward the time frame the search and rescue team got there.
You know, some voices have also argued that the inquiry should not be led solely by the Ghana Armed Forces. In your own perspective, what approach would ensure that the most credible and transparent investigations?
My dear friend, I've just said this is not the first crash the Air Force has had. Our officers who have gone overseas courses in the United States, UK, Germany, on aircraft incident investigation. If we manage to do both the inquiry in all our crashes, why are we looking at this one as being different? Is it because of the personnel on the aircraft?
Call has been put on hold. Please wait.
Well, thank you very much, Wing Commander Patrick Nelson Sobojo, telling us much more regarding the accident that occurred in